Good morning. How are you today? Today we will study our lesson about vocabulary related to climate changes on page 64. Question number 1. Find words from the text on page 62 that relate to the following subjects. The first subject about climate, طقس. Number 2, natural disaster, كوارث الطبيعية. Number 3, professions. Professions الناس المتخصصين. Where can you find these words? These words you can find it on page 62 from our lessons, Earth's Climate Story. Let's do it together. Climate. Yes. Ice ages, warm, and extreme, words that relate to climates. Natural disaster, volcanic eruptions is a kind of a natural disaster. Professions, الناس المتخصصين, they mention geologist and archaeologist. Okay. Let's go for question number 2. Also vocabulary, but all of these vocabularies are adjectives. Let's read the question. Complete the sentences about changes to Earth using the words in the box. Let's read the word. Warm, دافئ. Fertile, خصب. Dark, مظلم. Frozen, متجمد. Small, صغير. So all of these words are adjectives and we want to use a suitable one in these sentences. In the past ages, much of the Earth's water was frozen. Number 2, volcanic eruptions made the climate cold and dark. If you remember, this is mentioned in our text on page 62. When the sun blocked the earth, the climate became cold and dark. Number 3, in period, there were many plants and animals. In warm period, because when the climate is warm, so plants can grow and animals can live. Dinosaurs, number 4, dinosaurs once lived in Antarctica. Small dinosaurs once lived in Antarctica, and even if you remember, they mentioned that they found fossils in Antarctica, and this is a clear evidence that there were life in Antarctica. So they found small dinosaurs in Antarctica. Number 5, the Southern Sahara was once the last word, fertile valley. So in the past, Sahara, it was what? A fertile valley, and full of a plant, and the soil was fertile. Let's go to page 65 and question number 4, reading and grammar, non-defining relative clauses. I suppose that you studied defining and then defining relative clauses, so you can use the suitable ones in our lesson. Let's read the phrases from the box. The question, read and complete the news report. Use the phrases from the box. So we want to choose the suitable phrases to the blanks in our lessons. So let's read them together. Who later on established the Royal Society for the Conservation of Natures. طبعا establish أسسوا المحمية الملكية لحماية conservation of nature حماية الطبيعة. Number 2, that used to be covered with the plants. Covered كانت مغطية بالنباتات. Number 3, who both aim at turning the desert in Aqaba into oasis. يعني تهدف إنها تحول الصحراء في العقبة لواحة. oasis يعني واحة. That bring back the desert to life. تعيد الصحراء للحياة. The last sentence or phrase, which were full of trees in the past. كانت مليئة بالأشجار في past. إذن our lessons about our reading text about Jordan's wildlife. So let's read it first. Through the years, Jordan has faced several environmental problems. Environmental problems يعني مشاكل بيئية. One of these problems is the deforestation areas. Deforestation of area, deforestation يعني التصحر. معناته إنه in the past, the areas was full of plants but now become a desert. Number 1, they did it for you, that used to covered with plant. يعني كانت مليئة بالنباتات. Now no more plants. This area we want to choose one of the books, have now become desert. The loss of forested plant has put many animals species as well as the soil in dangers. The decline of wild was first noticed by a group of hunters many years ago. Hunters اللي هم الصيادين. Number 3. A non-governmental organizations that carries out projects to protect the environment. The Jordanian government has also taken steps towards protecting the remaining forest and started project. إذا كان في عنا عنا groups اللي هي عنا non-governmental organization منظمات غير حكومية وكمان عنا الحكومة أخذت steps to protect the remaining forest البقايا من الغابات الموجودة عنا. 4. One of these projects is the Sahara Forest Project on an agreement signed by Jordanian and Norway. واحدة من هاي المشاريع كانت المشاريع اللي كانت عبارة عن مع الأردن والنرويج علشان حماية الغابات. طيب. Let's return back to see the suitable phrases, to choose the suitable phrases to this blank. Through the years, Jordan has faced several environmental problems. One of these problems is the deforestation of area that used to be covered with the plant. This area, Farah. So this area what? This area which were full of trees in the past. نحن بنحكي عن deforestation. إذا بالماضي كانت مالها were used full of plants. Now no more. Have now become desert. إذا كانت were full لكن هلا صارت desert. طيب, let's continue. The loss of forested areas has put many animal species as well as the soil in danger. هذا التصحر حط مجموعات الحيوانات وحتى التربة بخطر. The decline of wildlife was first noticed by a group of hunters many years ago. إذا decline يعني تناقص عددهم. أول ما لاحظوا مين لاحظوا؟ الهانترز اللي بيروحوا يصيدوا الحيوانات. Number 3. Then which one is the suitable? إذا who later on established the Royal Society for Conservation of Nature. إذا بعد هيك تأسست عنا إيش؟ المحمية الملكية لحماية الطبيعة. إذا هون number 3 إذا who later on established the Royal Society for the Conservation of Nature. هي عبارة هاي المحمية الملكية a non-governmental organization. هي منظمة غير حكومية. إيش هدفها؟ that carries out project to protect the environment. تهدف إنها تعمل مشاريع لحماية البيئة. The Jordanian government has also taken steps towards protecting the remaining forest. كمان عندنا الحكومة قلنا عملت خطوات لحماية الغابات المتبقية and started a project مالها that bring back the desert to life. هي بلشت مشاريع عشان تعيد الحياة مرة تانية اللي هي بعد ما صارت صحراء بدها ترجعها وتحولها من صحراء لفورست لأن هي في الأصل كانت فورست. One of these نكمل project is the Sahara Forest Project. واحدة من هاي المشاريع اللي هي مشروع الصحارى فورست غابة الصحارى. عبارة عن إيش هو؟ حكينا عن اتفاقية ما بين جوردن and Norway. The last sentence who both aim. إذا هاي المشاريع تهدف لإيش؟ Turning the desert تحول الصحراء in Aqaba into oasis. إذا ترجع الصحراء الموجودة في العقبات ترجعها لغابات. إذا in the past our lesson talking about Jordan's wildlife. They're talking about in the past there were many forests in Jordan, but it became desert. So the government and the non-governmental organization try to retain this desert to become a forest again. So they did many projects like this Sahara project. They wanted to bring back the desert to make it an oasis in Aqaba. Hope that you understand our lesson. Look at question number 7, number 5 and 6 about speaking. Try to do it and to talk about these questions and try to understand the idea of question number 5 and 6. And look at question number 7. I thought that I asked you to write a paragraph about global warming. It's the same idea. Look at question number 7, writing. Write 3 paragraphs about what causes climate changes, and if you think it's important for the futures of Earth, use your ideas and those of the class from exercise 6. Yes, when we are talking about what causes climate change, we studied this and we have many problems about climate change and we have many causes, and the first one, it's the greenhouse gases and the pollutions of the air which cause the climate changes. We discussed this in our lessons and in unit 7, and we talked about it and how can we make an action in order to protect our earth and to decline the rise of the global warming. Thank you for today and hope you understand our lesson. Goodbye.